Hey everybody, it's Sherry with Cards and More by Sherry. I am jumping into the world of journaling by fives, which has been created and made popular by Shannon Green. Oh, you can probably hear the thunder in the background. Hopefully we don't lose power. Anyway, I'm going to do it with a partner, with my friend Julie of Jay's Crafty Studio. We're going to do it as a buddy project. So I'm going to do my first pages, and then we'll swap and we'll do the second round in each other's and back and forth. So we'll see how that works. Now, if you're not familiar with journaling by fives, basically it is 5 sessions that are 15 minutes each. Let me get that. Oh, and I lose my light if I get that up that far. Sorry guys. I've got my camera up way high on a post. So 5 sessions, 10 minutes each. No, sorry, 15 minutes each, 10 media options, and 20 pages. And your first session is supposed to be for your background, where you use paint and ink. The second session is for texture, and this is where you use collage and craft items and recycled items. The third session is where you add pattern with stamps and stencils. The fourth session is where you add your focal point with words and images. And the fifth session is where you add your details, pen, pencil, marker, that kind of thing. And then a lot of people do free play afterwards to kind of put the finishing touches on there. I've had a hard time wrapping my head around wanting to do this. Let me zoom back out. Because a lot of the, and I mean no disrespect, and I have the utmost respect for everyone that's doing this, but most all of the journals that I'm seeing are not my style. To me, they look messy, rushed, and I realize that's the whole point of it, that you're trying to free yourself from your restrictions and do things quickly without thinking about it. But they aren't my style. They're not my color. They're just not my fancy. I'm not a cut out pictures and paste kind of person, so I'm not real sure how I'm going to embrace that part of it. And I think the reason that I'm going ahead and doing this is because I have been resisting doing it so much, because I have such a wall built up about what the finished product's going to look like. So that being said, I decided I would just do it with a composition notebook like Shannon recommends. Went through and did all the gluing of the pages, which, oh my lord, I will never do again. What a mess and a time sucker-upper. But I did it with the thinned down, just white. I used this Elmer's Glue All is what I used to put all my pages together. Hunks of 5 pages together so that you have 20 pages in this composition book, which has 100 sheets. And then I also went through then and gessoed each working surface, because I didn't know exactly what medium I was going to use. How do you like that crispy, crackly, crunkly sound? Yeah, that's good. So anyway, I have 20 pages here, and I'm just working on the front part, and then this front, and then this front, and so on. So you could technically go through and then do it again on the flip side if you wanted to. I have assembled my Inktense Blocks. I'm going to experiment with those with some big sprayer of water. I have some distress paints that I may try that are kind of new to me, so I may try those. I have some watercolors out, which, now that I think about it, I need to spray so they'll get a little liquidy. Not sure if I'm going to use these. I'm not sure how they will work on the gessoed surfaces. I also have over here to the side, I have some sprays. I have Color Bloom sprays and some Lindy Stamp Gang sprays. And I also have my bucket of cheap craft paint, which I'm not sure if I will use that or not. And I got water everywhere. I have some key cards to use for applying. I have a sponge brush. I have some baby wipes out. You just never know. I have a big mop brush out, which I may or may not use. I don't know. Heck, I may just finger paint. I don't know. I've got some paper towels out at the ready. I have a little bucket of water up here to throw my paintbrush in. I really am totally not sure what I'm going to do or how this is going to work. I have complete confidence that I will not be able to do this in 15 minutes. So I'm hoping to make a liar out of myself. I don't know. We'll see. I just downloaded a timer app on my phone. All I have to do is find it. Oh, look, it's telling me that we're having scattered showers. Yeah, you think? Did you hear the thunder? Let me see. Okay, here we have hybrid stopwatch. And I already have a 15-minute increment set, if you can see that. Sorry, I'm not used to my camera being up this high, but I thought you might like to see more of the mayhem here. I'm working on a piece of freezer paper, and I have somewhere over here, where of course I can't get to it, I've torn off another piece of it in case I just get wild and crazy here and need to have a fresh surface underneath me. I also have out my box of deli wraps that I think I may pull out and put in between pages as I go, or I may just smush everything together and whatever happens, happens. I don't know. I'm very nervous about doing this. I'll tell you that much. So I will just quit yapping and I will turn around clock. This is set for 15, as I showed you, 15 minutes. We'll get the book open. We'll say a little prayer. Please, Lord, let me get through this in 15 minutes and not make a complete and utter backside out of myself. Thank you. And we're off. Start. Alright, so I saw somebody do, and I'll try to link below if I can find where it was, some really neat effects with their Inktense blocks, and that's why I have mine out. I'm going to give it a shot here. Try to remember my color wheel theory and not make too much mud, hopefully. And these are not going to blend real good, it doesn't look like. I was hoping, since I gessoed the surface, that I wouldn't have that show. I don't think I'm going to be that lucky. So, on to the next one. Let's try a different one. Let's get more water down, maybe. Try some yellow. Maybe if I don't use the pointed edge here, maybe I'll have better luck. The gal that I saw doing this, oh, this is way too wet, got some really neat effects, and she used to drag through hers. I'm going to hit this with the heat gun just a smidge. She used what looks like to me like one of those silicone basting brushes, you know, to drag through it and make some color. That's going to be way, way, way too wet, and I'm never going to get that dry, so I'm just going to do a quick blot. Okay, and I'm just going to roll with it, because that's the whole point of this, is to, oh good golly, I need to not set those there because they're getting soaked in the water. Lessons learned as we go. Try another one here, and like I said, I'm trying to look at my color wheel in the hopes that I don't make too much mud. That was probably the wrong color to use there. A little yellow. Oh, mercy sakes. I think part of the problem is my mop brush is soaking up so much water out of my brush. Ooh, I made some brown there, but that's okay. Brown is not bad necessarily. Blot that just a smidgen. And we'll go right on. Now I'm going to try some, oh my god, I'm getting water everywhere, you guys. Some of my distress paints here. I did a tag recently with this color combination, and it was so very pretty. It's Abandoned Coral, Squeezed Lemonade, and whatever that is, Rusty Hinge, I believe. You know what? Let's see what happens. Yeah, that's not too bad. But again, it's so wet that I hate to shut the page. So let's blot just a little bit. Alright, if it gets icky, it just gets icky. Alright, I just don't know what to do. I know I need to adjust the sprayer for one thing. It's sending water everywhere I don't want, like way up there. Okay, let me grab my baby wipe. And I know I need to go move a lot faster than this. Okay, that's not going to work at all. Not at all. A little bit more purple in here. Okay, I just may, and I don't have any problem with white space, so the fact that there's white showing through on that doesn't bother me at all. Let's continue with that idea here. Only without the water. See, I don't like that at all, but I'm hoping okay, and I'm just gonna not worry about that and go on with some other colors. Let's pick a lighter blue. Put some of that dark blue. Oh gosh, too much. And let's have a pop of this scary bright green. Again, that might be too much. Boy, that doesn't want to cover up there on those edges, but that's okay. Again, that's okay. I'm trying just to let it go. I got 8 minutes. I'm never going to get done here. So, let's go back to the Inktense Blocks, because that seems faster. Although I'm not happy with the effect that I'm getting. Yeah, I don't like this at all. And now I'm just getting mud. Crap. Sorry. I hope that doesn't offend anybody. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Not in the least. Okay. Oh, this. I know I should probably be talking at you while I'm doing this, but I'm so unhappy with what's happening here. And I knew I would be. To be real honest with you, I knew that I would be. I seem to be having the best luck with the distress paints. Or at least I'm liking the colors I'm coming out with the most. Can't see a whole lot of difference between those. Having a real hard time getting the paint to come out to the edges where it's wrinkly. Again, I'm just gonna have to live with it. Yeah, I have 3 freaking minutes left. Okay. Should have shook these up. Yeah, don't forget that. Sorry guys, I'm very frustrated. I didn't think I would be quite this bad at this. And my spray bottle now is not going to spray. I'll tell you right now, I needed more water, and this mop brush was not a good choice. At all. leaving fur all over my pages. That's where it goes. Yeah, and I'm out of time. I know I'm not supposed to go afterwards, but I had gotta put this paint out somehow. And I can't touch my phone because you see my hands. Okay, well, I didn't think I would enjoy this process, and I was 100% right about that. I sort of got something on every page. Just clean my brush out here. And I'll just have to live with it. So we'll see what happens when I send it to Julie and see what she does to it next. And we'll go from there. So thanks for going along for the ride, guys. Bye-bye.